The Chattanooga Fire Department worked to contain a hazmat situation on the downtown riverfront today. Good evening, I'm Josh Rowe.
And I'm Latricia Thomas. This all comes after a barge collapse sent a crane and a truck below it into the river near Manufacturers Road. You can see that damage from our News Channel 9 Sky View.
Kylie Thomas and Kelly Curtin have team coverage tonight. Let's now go to Kylie Thomas, who is live at the scene with more on how this happened and where the cleanup process is right now. Kylie.
Well, the Coast Guard is here right now trying to work on a plan on how to deal with this oil spill. Kelly Curtin will get to that in just a few minutes. But first, I did speak with the owners of this property today. They tell me the truck and the crane were parked here without permission. Chattanooga's riverfront has a reputation for beauty. But the shimmer you see on the banks today is oil spilling into the river.
As far as how much is there, I'm not for certain as far as how much is down there. But from what I understand, part of it is seen about half a mile down the river.
From our News Channel 9 Sky View, you can see the absorbent booms lining the banks of the river, soaking up the oil that spilled from this truck. They're trying to contain the oil from harming the environment.
As far as an environmental, I'm not sure. I know that they'll have to have probably a cleanup company come out and take care of the spill itself.
Joseph and Jackson Wingfield own the property, but not the barge over the water. They didn't want to go on camera, but they say a man they hired 2 years ago asked if he could keep his truck and crane on their property. The Wingfields didn't want to share who that contractor is, but they did say that he tried to move the truck on Friday, but he needed different equipment. The Wingfields say he was on the way this morning to remove that truck when a nearby business noticed gasoline spilling into the Tennessee River. We tried to figure out who owns the barge that collapsed. Who do you work for?
The man that owns the barge.
What company is that?
I don't know.
You don't know what company you work for?
You have to talk to him.
Do you know how long that truck was there?
I talk to y'all.
Do you know how long that truck was there? The Chattanooga Fire Department says that Tony Carter owns the truck. It's unclear what caused the barge to collapse or how much oil was in that truck. But what is certain is the beauty of the riverfront sure looks different today. Now, the property owners tell me there was only about 3 gallons of oil in the truck when it sank earlier. The fire department says they are still working to figure out if that's true. Live along the Tennessee River tonight, I'm Kylie Thomas, News Channel 9.
Thank you, Kylie. And we continue our team coverage with Kelly Curtin, who's live at Ross's Landing. She spoke with the Chattanooga Fire Department, who says the Coast Guard is now on the scene. Kelly, what are their next steps?
Yeah, so we're here at Ross's Landing just along the riverfront here in downtown Chattanooga, and that's where that barge collapse sent the truck and crane into the Tennessee River. Let's give you a closer look right now at what it looks like just hours after that happened. Right now, we do know, as you mentioned, the Coast Guard is here developing a plan on how to get that truck and crane from out of the river. You can see orange and white booms are in the water to help stop the spread of oil and other contaminants, and you can also see that there's still people there on scene hours after it happened. We want to give you a different perspective from our News Channel 9 Sky View. Chattanooga Fire Department tells us that the Coast Guard will be there on scene working with the owner of the truck, a spill team, and T-Deck. Now, you might remember back in 2009, Alan Casey floated a barge to this part of the river next to the property he used to own, right next to where today's collapse happened. He wanted to build a restaurant, but nothing happened. Then in 2011, the barge sinks. Fast forward 2 years, the barge is then floated away to the Gulf of Mexico. Alan Casey then sold the property for $5.5 million. And we did ask for a timeline from the Chattanooga Fire Department as to when the Coast Guard will get that truck and crane out of the river. They still haven't given us an exact timeline, but they do say that they're working as quick as possible so they can ensure all of the safety there. For now, reporting live here along the Chattanooga riverfront, I'm Kelly Curtin for News Channel 9.
Thank you, Kelly. Chattanooga Public Works was on the scene earlier today talking to crew members about how to control pollutants in the water. You can depend on us to keep you updated as we learn more on this developing story.